Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Hearthstone Mercenaries Mythic boss rush has reached level 380 and day 1 is one of the most difficult bounties, these most awkward bounties we have had so far. First you fight against Ursula Windfury, then you have Ahune, N'Zoth, and finally Xaril and Vanndar. So you have Mercenaries against which Artillery Strike is really bad, and then you have Vanndar against which, well, Artillery Strike would be pretty much the best thing ever. So you have to make some compromises, and there's a couple of ways that you can go about this. You probably want to use some Celestials, because against Ahune, against N'Zoth, they are a pretty good option. Then also Nemsy. Nemsy is great. Nemsy with Can't Touch This is one of the ways that you can beat Vanndar. Having Rogers with Artillery Strike that deals at least 150 damage and finding that Artillery Strike is another way that beats Vanndar. Then you can potentially find like a pair of Celestial Protections and then Spectral Kitty, and that might be able to do it as well, but it's a little bit more awkward. Anyway, it's a pretty tough day, but I have done it multiple times now, and here's the comp that I've been using. So I'm using Bwonsamdi with Arena Contender, I'm using Nemsy with Fresh Peaches, I'm using Balinda with Lesser Water Elemental, Gigi with Flameheart Crystal, Niuzao with Talisman of the Ox, and Xuen with Celestial Chestplate. And you could replace Nemsy with Rogers if you had good enough of an Artillery Strike. I don't, but this one's also a perfectly capable team for taking this on. And this is what the team looks like in action. Alright, Ursula Windfury. Let's see. Alright, Bwonsamdi, Nemsy, and Balinda. Going to go in. What abilities are going to be used? Winged Assault, Wanting Strike, and Potion of Illusion. That Illusion is a pretty good roll. If it wasn't that one, then there might be more risks involved here. I'd love it that it's that one. And then we're going to freeze this one. Right, here we go. If this water elemental had just a bit more health, it would be so much more useful. But anyway, we have Boggy back. And we have the bounce. Then we bring the same team again. Bwonsamdi, Nemsy, and Balinda. Nemsy is feeling a little low. But we're working on those threats. Winged Assault again. Potion of Madness. Right, we do another bounce. We need to summon more Boggies. Boggies are probably going to die. We can start working on a burn here. And we can freeze this one. Might also just freeze Ursula. Let the Potion of Madness through. Obviously freezing Ursula after Ursula has acted. It's okay. Ursula can only kill one. And it's frozen. I will summon another Boggy. Attack is meaningless. And then summon another Boggy, of course. Turn 3. The last bounce turn. Bwonsamdi, Nemsy, Balinda. We go for one more freeze. We get the second Boggy on the board. Really important to have two Boggies. Six speed is fine. We'll do the Deal of Fear. We're going to Boggy Blast. Do I even want to kill that? Would I rather focus on this one? I might kill it, yeah. And also kill this one. That will save the water elemental for future use. Sounds fine. Kill off that one. Kill off that one. Buff out the boggies a little bit. Get the bounce. And now we have a pair of boggies on board. And we can bring in the Celestials. Niuzao, Xuen, Gigi. And we have one water elemental extra. And we have two boggies alive that are going to start putting together some additional health. Potion of Madness doesn't really do much, but I guess I could still freeze it this turn. I think that's still acceptable. We can do a Bullish Fortitude here. We can start bouncing there. Blazing Song there as well. Now with boggies on the sides, I'm quite well protected. And then Outcast attack, Frost Shield, but it's at 5 speed, that's okay. 5 speed is fine because I act before that happens. I'm just going to bounce into that one. I'm going to do a bit of firestorming here. That one's even scarier, isn't it? That one is even scarier. Freeze that one now. We have the Divine Shields coming anyway, so that's all good. I didn't get the freezing because I stole all the attack. Well, that was a small error. But it's totally fine. Next up, we're going to keep bouncing into this one, I believe. Those flurry shots are a little scary. Yeah, this takes all the attack, exactly all the attack from Water Elemental. Little bit of anti-synergy between my Xuen and the Water Elemental right here. Right, then we activate the Divine Shields again. 6 speed, yeah, 6 speed is fine to hit into that one. We get Firestorm before that. Now this actually gets to freeze first. That's intriguing. I think we can freeze that one. Now we actually do get the freeze effect in. Because Xuen is a little bit slowed. It's funny how it works sometimes. But these freeze effects are just a bonus. I don't usually get those. Right. Potion of Madness. That's totally fine. We can start hitting into this one, and we can blazing song this one away now. Wonderful. I might even freeze this. Doesn't even get to do the potion. Or did I just... I did it in the incorrect order again, yeah. I mean, couldn't use that ability on Xuen if I wanted to do it like this, but the potion wasn't very relevant anyway. And some Divine Shields. We go in with the pounds again. We go in with some Firestorming. And yeah, that's pretty much the plan. Now things are going really smoothly. Haven't lost anyone. The boggies on the sides. Really keeping my team nice and healthy. Cozy, you might say. They're just feeling phenomenal. Could have killed that one. Now it gets some free hits because Boggy doesn't have any attack. Lost Water Elemental finally. It's no big deal. I can Firestorm here. Yeah. Looking awesome. Positioning like this, Xuen in the very middle, so whenever the lowest attack one attacks into something, it doesn't attack into Xuen and get itself killed. The huge Boggies are just tanking this. Because Boggy, with the Nemsy treasure, it's Boggy who has the ability to gain more health every turn. It's not Nemsy, it's Boggy. So Boggy is self-sufficient. And that's just wonderful to see. Alright, alright. Only one left, and we're going to get through this. And this went well. This is like I want it to go. Just blast in. Boom. Alright. But then we still need the right treasures for this one, because the last boss actually requires you to have the right treasures. Well, this is totally useless. And I did not get the right one. So it's a reroll. Alright, I cleared Ursula again, and this time I got Can't Touch This on Nemsy. And that means that we are effectively through. So Atish is probably pretty decent here. Could also take the Salvation. Salvation gives me even more health. But I guess Atish will be good. Alright, Ahune the Frostlord. Let's go blast. Can't touch this, and then just set up the taunt minions and we're ready to roll. So we open with the Bwonsamdi. A lot of frost damage. But it shouldn't be too much. Bwonsamdi, Nemsy, Balinda. That's what we open up with. Here we go, here we go. Attack the enemy with the highest attack, and then some icicles are coming. Alright, so we're going to do a bounce, and we are going to Bogonomics. I'm just going to Bogonomics the Nemsy. Start shooting over there, and I will freeze one of these. So after Bogonomics, Nemsy will have the highest attack. So Nemsy will be the one that is going to be attacked. But because Nemsy has the treasure and taunt now, then that means that Nemsy is effectively immune. Next time we're going to turn Balinda immune. See? And after that we bring in Gigi and Gigi immune, and then we just roll. So turn number 2, we're still going with Bwonsamdi, Nemsy, Balinda. This turn we're going to give Balinda taunt. Next turn we bring Gigi and give Gigi taunt, and then we're all good. We do another bounce here. Now we give Balinda taunt. And Balinda is going to do the first burn here. We're going to freeze this one. Now Balinda has taunt. And the treasure is going to keep healing Balinda. Boggies are going to give Balinda a ton of health. And now we can finally bring out Gigi, Balinda. Their positioning doesn't matter too much, so we actually put those over there. Then Nemsy. Don't have to put boggies on the sides. It's not necessary in this one. So now we bring in this squad. Could have made a bogey if I positioned those the other way around. Either way, just going to start blasting. Now also with help of Athiation, we're going to Bwonsamdi the Gigi, which means that now Gigi is effectively immune. As soon as the Bwonsamdi will hit. And then we're all good. Then we can just start blasting. And pretty much just start blasting here. And we're all good. Now everyone has taunt. Everyone who has taunt, if they ever get damaged, they just immediately heal up. There are limits, of course. Like once we're going to meet Vanndar, well, Vanndar can burn through that. Not completely effortlessly though. Icy Rage, so we don't get a new board full of stuff. All sad about that, but it's okay. Just go in like this. Alright, got rid of one of the original ads. This fight can be done, even if you don't have this. There are multiple ways to get this done. Like one Celestial Protection, for example, works. But if you have this, then it's just the most convenient way to get it done. Also, the first fight is the fastest, so you're going to need the good treasure for the last fight anyway, so it might be a good idea to just re-roll the first fight until you have what you need. Right, and now Ice Storm is coming every turn, and we're just going to alternate between the two AoEs. Alright, wonderful. Victory. Only 63 XP. Easy. Easy and fast, Ahune. Well, Driving Boom doesn't really do anything. I'm not running an artillery strike here, so I suppose it's going to be positive equilibrium. And Mandate of August, that's pretty useless treasure, but that's how we roll, it seems. Then we're going to go up against N'Zoth. And against N'Zoth with this squad. Basically what matters to me is that Nemsy lives. Like, what if there's mass hysteria? That Psychos has a lot of attack. I want Bwonsamdi. Nemsy. Xuen is the most expendable one, isn't it? So, if I lose somebody, it's best to be Xuen. So what I can do here is I can do Irrefusable Deal, Deal of Fear. There is going to be a Mass Hysteria. I'll need to Bwonsamdi the Nemsy. And Xuen is just going to chill. Possibly die, but I mean that's fine. If it happens, it happens. Now Nemsy is invulnerable. And Xuen is going to die. But that's totally acceptable. Because Xuen is the one that I don't need. Then we bring Bwonsamdi again. With Nemsy again. This time with Balinda. And now we're going to turn Balinda invulnerable. And then we're going to do the same to Gigi, and then we just end this. Xuen would have been good against like actually killing N'Zoth, but it's still going to be fine. Little Fear. Now we can Bwonsamdi the Balinda. Well, Balinda has a Tish, so Balinda is also going to deal tons of damage. And we can even freeze the Psychos here. Yes, looks wonderful. Another Deal of Fear. Balinda becomes invulnerable. Cannot act next turn. That's a little inconvenient. I do need Bwonsamdi for the bounce for the final fight, right? Yeah. So Niuzao is the most expendable one out of these then. We'll just do this with Balinda, and we'll just do this basically with Balinda with Tatiesh. It's fine. It can be done. We'll do Blessing of the Ox here. Can't act, so Blessing of the Ox will have to carry. Actually it doesn't. I can do Bullish Fortitude, that will carry. Because that will give me Taunt. It's temporary, but it's still Taunt. And with it comes all the benefits of having Taunt. Like being invulnerable. Right, then we start blasting. We're going to Bwonsamdi the Niuzao, so Niuzao will have the permanent taunt. We're starting to blast here. Yeah. Xuen could have helped me kill N'Zoth faster, but I really need to think about how I optimize things for the final fight. So Xuen had to be sacrificed. Well, had to, but made sense to sacrifice Xuen. Niuzao doesn't really do much. I would rather have Gigi, but Gigi would need to have Taunt. But I guess I can do a Bwonsamdi bounce here. Because Bwonsamdi becomes invulnerable. So it's totally fine.
Job's done.
Mothers are already invulnerable because they have the Taunt. Bwonsamdi becomes invulnerable from the ability. And that will get me to a position where I will be able to set up Gigi and then give Gigi Taunt safely. So then I will have all the attack. Animation time, yeah. I know. Those animations, they do take a while. So now I can bring Gigi. Gigi and Nemsy Balinda so that I can actually end this. Yeah, now we have the setup to win. Just need to get that Bwonsamdi out there and we're all good. Alright. Looking good. It's fine. Boom, 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 and one more time with the feel. Boom. Wonderful. Well, Bwonsamdi's treasure doesn't really matter. An upgrade, you can't touch this. Okay, we can take that. The final fight, Vanndar, Stormpike and Xaril. And yeah, this one is really something else. That's a lot of attack on the Mantis Manipulators. I'm a little scared.
I think your time is good.
Nemsy will need to Bwonsamdi herself.
We don't want to make Bobby mad now, do we?
Do I dare to bring Balinda now? I can also try to bring Niuzao turn 1. Because what I really want on the board is probably Nemsy, Balinda, Gigi. So they will need to have Taunt. Feel of Fear. Nemsy will Bwonsamdi herself. That hits into Bwonsamdi. And that's a minor problem. But it's only a minor problem. As long as Nemsy lives, alright. Nemsy is alive. And that cannot be taken away. And we get to thin the ranks a little bit. So that we don't have to fight against everybody at the same time.
There's no hiding from Bwonsamdi.
Then Bwonsamdi, Nemsy, and now we bring Balinda. And then we'll have multiple targets other than Balinda for Sinister Strikes. In case there's some Sinister Strikes coming. No Sinister Strikes are even coming. Wonderful. So next up, I'm going to do another bounce. Bwonsamdi the Balinda here. Might freeze one of those. Okay. Now Balinda cannot be damaged. I mean, Vanndar is eventually going to be able to damage Balinda. I just forget to use an ability on Balinda. Maybe I did. Then we bring Gigi. Nemsy. And Balinda. We're up against Vanndar. Zero speed judgment coming okay. We Bwonsamdi the Gigi now. We'll start blasting at Vanndar. Out of my keep is going to happen. That's unpleasant. Get to work on Vanndar anyway. Oh, Gigi was thrown away. That's unpleasant too. I need to bring Gigi back, but missed a turn here. Thunderclap is meaningless. We can do the Bwonsamdi here. We need to start getting damage into that Vanndar before it's too late. Because once Vanndar enrages, the treasure will not keep Vanndar at bay for long. Two turns remaining. Need more damage. Okay, well, doing everything we can to fight against Vanndar. Ramping up the damage, pushing in everything we've got. Balinda goes out. We need to bring Balinda in, of course. Balinda is the one who wields Atiesh. My damage depends on Balinda a lot. Vanndar already enraged. Well, that's gonna be a major problem, isn't it?
Job's done.
I think that's going to be a major problem. Didn't get enough damage in fast enough. More damage coming in. Need to get the 3-speed flame dot out there. The blazing song after that. Got to get some damage from these as well. Okay. That healing on Balinda was really sweet. We have some more heal power now. But Balinda died. Now we'll need to bring Niuzao. I may need to try to throw Vanndar back. 2-speed Vanndar is possible. Do a deal of fear. I'll try the Blazing Song. Boggy Blast. These are just going to die if they start attacking now. Going to start dying. That's a problem. Some damage into that. That was a good chunk of healing. Maybe the AI doesn't bring Vanndar out immediately again. And if it doesn't, then there might be a chance for Niuzao to handle this. I might get to heal up if they bring Xaril now. They bring Xaril, so I get to heal. Wonderful. Actually just get to heal. That's so nice. Alright. We can start to heal up now. Get a lot of health going, so that when Vanndar comes back, Vanndar doesn't kill me. It's all gonna be good. Maybe I needed to do one more bounce. I allowed Vanndar on the board a little bit too early. Or one fewer bounce. Just so that I wouldn't let Vanndar on the board that way. I think that could have been important. We'll ramp up the heal power now. Now we get everyone nice and healthy. Ooh, that's the sweetest. Nice and healthy. I'll get the ready before actually. I'm gonna take all this. So nice. Alright, very well, too. Wonderful. Alright, ready for it. We can bring it on. I'll do that one. Look at me. That's a maybe I'll just let it go. I'll take that. They place all the cards. These. Well, maybe that's not too bad. Look at the other pass. But the ice character that he's no. Go for the marshal. The Stormpike clan. Right there. But boom, we're just gonna firestorm into that Vanndar. We're going to do everything we can. Just take that Vanndar down. Yeah. Vanndar's damage just isn't enough. And a little bit more. Vanndar Stormpike is down. It's gonna be it. The Marshal was on the bench when Vanndar was killed. And that does have the side effect that now I'm going to have to also kill the Marshal. But it's gonna be fine. It'll take a while, but it's okay. Alright, it's okay. I'm going to yes, easy to go through. Do it. So something we have to do. I just like that. Like 0. Still gonna be fine. Just shoot it, not bad. We just do more Nemsy. Like these. Then we'll get more attack. Just 1 damage. So that that's one. Yes, it's just that. I'll do the day. Let's see now. Marshal, wait, those are well. Those options. Flameheart Crystal. Okay, we just wings. Like he was doing. Yeah, he was earlier. Then I really want to go to launches. I didn't want to launches also. Make some yours there. Over to die. Or put the right now, right now. Yeah, we're not essentially now. Look like some of these things. Body range there. Yeah, just a little bit more. Yep, well. He's up to stay. Just a little more down. Okay. And there's Xaril. And there's launches. And we're going through. That took a while. But it's done. Again, it was a re-clear. Actually went through this multiple times just to make sure it works. Phew. 95 renown. 85 turns. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.